we have seen some stunning finishes in this KZ2 class in years gone by. You think back to the likes of 2019, you think back to last year as well. What is going to happen here in 2025? It's the Wera Tools Motorsport UK British Kart Championships. It's KZ2 and we are racing in the season finale. It's a good start for Price. It's a good start for Weston and Murphy. Stevens is already fighting for P4, is ahead of her teammates through the first couple of corners. They're clean, they're running Nicole Sutherland towards Derek's corner and towards Dan Weldon corner.
It's a terrible start then for Morgan Porter, your driver that started on that front row alongside more racing. Teammate of Josh Price has fallen all the way back down the order into the clutches of Ralph Youngling. Out in the front, Price leads the way for the final time of him running that number 1 plate for the time being. Leads the way with just under 6/10 clear of teammate Miles Murphy. But this is not going to be easily given to Ella Stevens. She's right there, fighting out with Oliver Stewart. Overtakes now James Glenister, follows through on her James Racing teammate there. Uses him to get past as well. Doesn't fall off the back because she's more than aware she needs to get past Ollie Stewart within this race.
I like that Oliver Stewart's gone on the attack in this race, Nicole. I like that he's taken the initiative as Turner gets down the inside of Ryan Green there. Turner back up into the top 10. It would have been very easy for Stewart to sit back and let the racing gods of fate decide who is going to be the British champion this year. It has been a remarkable comeback story for Oliver Stewart. Right now, he's ahead of Ella Stevens. Doesn't matter that it's a drop score at the moment. He's doing what he needs to do. Be interested to see if there is a little change in how, you can see there, Stewart just checks over the shoulder. Where is Ella? What is the proximity there to the E-plate winner? Green down the inside. This is a proper good scrap between two veterans of this game, Ryan Green and Charlie Turner. We've got to remember as well, there's a lot of drivers competing for seeded plates for 2026 as well.
This is going to be on very shortly. Like you said, James Glenister now retirement within this race. Says here it goes. Ella Stevens then, can she get it done on the entrance to the Willows? No. Door is slammed shut by Ollie Stewart knows that she was right there, knows what she was trying to do, and now ducks his head under the steering wheel, trying to avoid some of that head and tail wind that is going out on the different parts of the circuit to try and pull away. Gets it wrong though, out of Dan Weldon onto the grass. We'll have dirty tyres on the entrance to Kestrel, and now that's going to open things up to Ella through this lap. Goes wider through the exit of the final corner. Will she get the run down to turn number 1? Stewart defends heavily into 1. That's going to bring Derek Morgan into things. Ella won't be able to get the run through the Willows. And actually, Morgan then backed off slightly from the back of those two barrels.
She is going to need to find a mighty amount of speed. Firstly, to get past her teammate Oliver Stewart, who's not just going to let her through. There's not going to be any team orders here. This is Jade Racing Team versus Jade Racing Team to take this title. Oliver Stewart, they've worked together very well across the course of the season to get themselves into this position of 1 and 2 in the championship. But this is all about which of these drivers goes on the roll of honour here in 2025. Ella Stevens, I would say, is quicker. She looks quicker than Ollie Stewart right now into Kimbolton corner once again. But Oliver Stewart, the positioning that Stewart's doing with the kart is so good right now. This is so hard to do. Absolutely certain. And so here's the fight. Stewart defends again. This is fine for Stewart's title bid, because even if Ella Stevens gets through, the amount of time that has been taken out of this race, it's down to 5.5 minutes now, and the gap up to Miles Murphy in 3rd and Jake Weston in 2nd place continues to go. Look at Derek Morgan there in 6th place. What a run Derek Morgan is having. A disaster yesterday, 24 hours ago in time qualifying. And here's a fight for the race lead. Jake Weston on the Sodi Vitesse. The Sodi has been so quick in KZ2 racing around the world in recent times. Josh Price in his last race with the number 1 plate for now. Last year in the championship finale, he had that stunning finish in the wet conditions at Three Sisters.
But he's done it. Turn number 1 then. Jake Weston has found a way, has got that kart stopped nicely on that centre curve and found his way through for this race lead. Price, though, on the back bumper nonetheless through Dan Weldon. Will try and get past, as still this battle between Stewart and Stevens has not developed anymore because they are still sat there 4th and 5th. And Derek Moore, actually, Del Boy's getting closer and closer, so he could find himself quite quickly within the top 5.
Oliver Stewart will surely be starting to believe. He tucks down, trying to get in as strong a position as possible. This is going to be a double drop score this weekend for Oliver Stewart. 6th he started for this race, 4th in this one. It's going to be the early part of the season that gives him the advantage. Ella Stevens is going to be improving her score by a single point. We're on the final lap. Jake Weston is your race leader. Jake Weston has a 1/4 of a second's advantage over Josh Price, but we're keeping focused on these two drivers here, 4th and 5th place on the road. Oliver Stewart, 12 months ago, was recovering from a life-changing moment. There were questions, would we ever see Oliver Stewart back on a karting circuit? He came back at the start of 2025, and in August of 2025, Oliver Stewart has become KZ2 British champion. He has done it. He has won it. It has not been easy. He has won this championship by 3 points over his teammate Ella Stevens. Jake Weston has won here at Kimbolton. Josh Price pushed him all the way with a proper drive there to second place. Miles Murphy completes the podium.